Hello, I am Baseball Noodle. This is my first video, and I don't know. This is my breakdown, I guess, of who I think some of the three most likely candidates to win American League Cy Young are. First video, we'll see where this goes. Who knows? I love baseball. And, you know, if you love baseball, like, follow, do whatever that cool stuff. So let's get started. All right, so there's three, in my opinion, there's three leading candidates. There are the two obvious ones. You have Tarik Skubal, you have Garret Crochet, and then I think the sneaky, not so sneaky third one would be Nathan Eovaldi. I think right now at this point in the season, I think that there is a legitimate chance that Eovaldi will hop Crochet and start getting closer and closer to Skubal as time goes on. But then again, it is baseball, and anything can happen. Anything can happen. Looking at Skubal and what he is at so far this year, sort of at the baseline, 5.4 WAR, 11 wins, 3 losses, 2.35 ERA. Big one here, 0.86 WHIP. That is as disgusting as it gets. That's ridiculous. 187 strikeouts. That's cool. Cool. If we take a look, just roughly 2025, 8.9 strikeout to walks. That's ridiculous. We are looking at insane numbers, especially with the way the league looks right now. WHIP 0.86, 180 strikeouts. He's tied for his career best when he won Cy Young last year at a 174 ERA plus. He is excellent. He had that really hot streak earlier in the season where he was just going dummy crazy. And if he continues to pitch how he has pitched, especially he had that one bad, or not him, that was Paul Skeens, but if he continues to perform the way he has, unless Crochet or Eovaldi goes fucking crazy, he's gonna win the Cy Young again. If we look at his baseball savant, just insane metrics. There is a reason he won the Cy Young last year, and there is a reason why he is number one right now. 100 run value, 98 fastball value, 77. Okay, it's not as good, but he doesn't need it to be that good because everything else is so good. Everything is pretty much at the 90th percentile. Barrel, sure, it's a barrel's okay. It's not bad at all. Ground ball rate, good. Extension rate, pretty good. Nothing insane, or not nothing insane. This is the best percentile rankings of these three, and there is a reason why he's so good, because these numbers are so good. Scrolling down, just like simple statistically, I guess statistically speaking, exit velocity 86, like average exit velocity is 80, top 3%. So all these red numbers are top percentages in the MLB. Expected batting average, top 10%, top 3%, top 4%, top 8%, top 4%, top 1% in walk rate. 3.8% is crazy good. Top 4%. I think if nothing changes and Crochet and Eovaldi perform at the rate that they have been performing at, and they all flatline, they all finish out the season as good as they've pitch the whole time, Tarik Skubal will win it, without a doubt. I don't think that's a hot take. I don't think that's anything crazy. That's what people think. Obviously, it is baseball. Anything can happen. If we hop over to Crochet, we take a quick look. 4.8 WAR, 13 wins, 4 losses, 2.24 ERA. Similar strikeouts. WHIP not quite as good. 1.07 WHIP. If we just look at 2025 as a whole, ERA plus, very, very good, 183. Looking at that, strikeouts to walk ratio, not quite as good, 4.69 to Skubal's 8.9, but still excellent, but not quite as good. He's got that 2.24 ERA. Obviously that 1.07 WHIP. He's been pitching fantastic. If anybody plays the fantasy baseball game, Crochet is a dog in fantasy. He's constantly pretty damn good, and he performs. Head to head, him and Skubal. Skubal's gonna win that. But it's anybody's award, because anything can happen. I know I said that at least a couple times, but I think it's important. I think more interestingly, because his stats just on the face value are very, very good. Second best pitcher. After Eovaldi? Maybe. Oops. But percentile rankings again, excellent value-wise. Run value, fastball, pitching, fastball, breaking run, all that run value. Excellent. He has that disgusting sweeper. If you watch him pitch, it is disgusting to watch. I'm not in the MLB. I played a little bit of baseball, but if I saw Garret Crochet sweeper, I would shit myself and fall over on my ass. Just looking at his pitching, right? So if we go back here, well, I don't need to go back here. Do I? We'll go back there. No, I don't. I'm just dumb. I don't know how to use the website. 2.24 compared to that 2.95, but still excellent numbers. If we look at Skubal's, we see that the ground ball percentages in the extension, he sits at a much higher percentile, but as a whole, if Crochet finishes the last, I don't know, September, if he finishes August, September, when we get to October, he might, if he goes off, he goes off, and it will be ridiculous. Because if Crochet gets hot and Skubal slows down, obviously Crochet is going to have that better chance for that Cy Young. But right now, I would take Skubal at number 1, Crochet number 2. Crochet's numbers aren't quite as good. Looking at like baseball savant wise, but still excellent. Easily the number 2 pitcher in the American League. However, if we look at Eovaldi, at the start of the season, he wasn't really, not that he wasn't good, he just wasn't talked about the same. It was really the Skubal Crochet show from the get-go. However, yes, 4.2 WAR, 10 wins, 3 losses, 1.38 ERA, 0.83 WHIP. Skubal, 0.86 WHIP. He has a better WHIP, which is just ridiculous. 0.83. We are approaching. We're not there yet, but we are approaching record numbers. He has way less strikeouts. He doesn't have quite as much innings pitched. He's got 4 4 games started less compared to Skubal or Crochet, both pitched and started in 23 games. But still, crazy, crazy numbers. It's Eovaldi's pushing for number 2, and I hadn't taken as an in-depth look as I have now, but right now, he's also been in the league for 14 years. Just, yeah. If we look at some of his stuff, he's sitting at a mind-boggling 2.69 ERA plus. That's ridiculous. 2.69 ERA plus. 5.5 strikeouts to walks. Excellent stuff. The numbers here on the face value, obviously they are excellent, excellent, excellent numbers. But if we look at his baseball savant, you'll see his value pitching is just as good as Crochet, just as good as Skubal. Obviously, he's got slightly doesn't get as much chase, doesn't get as much whiff. K a little bit lower. People barrel him up a little more. He gets a lot more ground balls, a lot more extension. Hard hit rate much lower. Expected batting average lower. Let me make sure I'm saying that right. Still good. A little bit pitching wise, still good. The one thing that's going to hurt him chasing that Cy Young is the fact that he's sitting at a 1.38 ERA. However, he's looking like expected ERA of 3.04, and then that ground ball percentage and that extension percentage, it's not as much him producing. Obviously, he has to go out and he has to shove all season long to be the third best pitcher in the American League. But that higher ground ball percentage, that higher extension, sure, he doesn't throw it as fast, but you don't need to throw it fast. You just need to hit the spot. Those two means he has to rely a little bit more on his defense, and that's not a bad thing because you're in the MLB. You should be able to make the plays. But to round it all out, to give it that summary, if nothing changes, if everyone continues to perform, if you average out the season and then you're like, okay, who's gonna win it? Skubal's gonna win it. Crochet could easily make that push. However, he hasn't yet. If he makes it, cool, let's make it interesting. But right now, Skubal will run away with it. However, if Eovaldi continues to do what he's been doing recently, not averaging the whole season, but recently, he's going to top Crochet and he's going to start chasing Skubal for that Cy Young award. That ERA is killer. Sure, expected is high. But sometimes it's not about the expected. It's about the results. And the results are 1.38 ERA, which is ridiculous. And a 0.8, it's like 8.38, 8.4, 0.84 whip. Ridiculous. I think Skubal, Eovaldi, Crochet, 1, 2, 3, in terms of most likely to win the Cy Young. Obviously, I'm not an expert. I'm just a baseball nerd. I love baseball. I don't have anything more. At this point, I'll toss up a video soon going over some of the NL Cy Young, and then some of, look at MVP races, maybe some more weird stuff, more niche breakdowns to get down and dirty with. I haven't got anything more. Will this video have an outro? I have no idea, but that is it. Tarik Skubal can run away with it. Eovaldi's going to make it interesting. Crochet is going to make it interesting. I am Baseball Know-It-All. Thank you for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your